Hey guys, it's a Sunday morning cattle move. It was November 19th, I believe. Moving the cows to their next daily strip. They were actually in pretty good condition in the morning. I've been moving them in the morning, and the past couple of days they were pretty hungry come morning time. But this morning they were pretty satisfied. They stood there for a while before they moved. But as you can see, they're moving into their fresh paddock, and they'll graze that one for a day, and then they got one more paddock that's kind of underneath this drone for another day, and then they will move to the left of where they are. I think it was 26 that this morning. I had to shut their water off last night. I got a 100-gallon trough that I filled up all the way. So after this, I went over and hooked the hose back up. That way they have water on a float valve during the day, and then when it freezes at night, I'll just drain that down. Everyone's very satisfied. Doesn't look like the highest quality grass, which it is definitely not, but they are surviving on it. Doing quite well, I think. I'll do a flyover, see how much water they drank overnight. I had it full last night, and by the looks of it, they drank maybe 30 gallons. There was still ice over the top of the water, so they didn't drink any since it froze last night. So I've got 3.5 tanks full of water. That should last me another week. And after that, that'll probably be the last time I use that water trailer, depending on how the weather holds out. Here's me and Parker this morning. She loves the drone. Cow manure patties are stacking up a little bit. They could probably use a little more protein, but I think they're doing just fine. And that's the view. Here is an area I was working on this week, doing some brush clearing. Took out a couple hedgerows, kind of right where this big pile is. I just ripped out a short little hedgerow of dead ash and vines, and then cleaned out to the west, cleaned out in there. There was a few more trees in there, more than I expected, so I kind of went farther than I was initially going to. Made about 7 or 8 of these large piles. I'll have to burn them this winter. But as you can see in there, that was all brush. I didn't even know that there were so many trees in there. Quite a few oak trees, which are nice. In about maybe 70 years or so, they'll be nice and large. Give them a fighting chance. It's very steep too. It's hard to tell in the video, but it's very, very steep. Next spring, I'll definitely throw down some pasture mix. I'll run a small drag through the area maybe, or put the cows in there and let them kind of trample everything in, and then throw a generic pasture mix down. Definitely a lot better than it used to be. And this is just down the road from where we just were. going to check on the other group of cows. These are cows that will be for beef eventually in their life. There's 2 cows that are in here that are going in a few months, and then the rest are, I guess there's 1 yearling, and then the rest are actually 18-month-old steers from last year. Actually, there is one, the one that's laying down right now. He is a calf that was from this spring, and his mother, I had to pull him, so I'm getting rid of his mother in about a month, so I just threw them down here in with the other herd. This is what they graze at too. Still a lot of forage left, but I figured might as well leave the ground covered as much as I can, and if I want to, I could actually still bring the cow herd through here and let them graze this, because what they're leaving behind is probably still better quality than what the cows are eating right now. There's about 7 acres in this field that they're in, doing daily moves with these guys as well. This is what they'll be going into later today. This is mostly orchard grass in here, maybe some fescue. And this has been rested. They think they last grazed this probably right around like the 1st of June or so. So it's had a long rest period. From the air, it looks pretty brown, but there is still a lot of green in there. We'll take you across the road to this field. There's no fence around this field to the left, or no water either. But I might see how come early spring, if it's dry and whatnot, I might pasture this off and just let the cows trample this stuff down to the ground. There's a culvert down the road. I can snake a water line under the road, so I would have water. And again, it looks brown, especially here where I'm showing you. This is probably the worst part of the field. It gets fairly green on the ends, but there's still a lot of green in here. So if I have the ambition, or if I feel like I need to, I could pasture that off. And I think this was about all that I recorded. So thanks for watching.